What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. This is Iyanla Fix My Life, Season 6, Episode 15, Basketball Lies. Basketball Lies with Brandi, Maxiell, and her husband, Jason. Okay, so Iyanla meets with the couple, and she sits down with them to find out what exactly is going on within their marriage, where their issues are. And we've all known Brandi from Basketball Wives, and we've known the issues that she's having with her husband. He constantly cheats on her. I don't know why she's still with him, but watching this episode of Iyanla, I kind of see why she's still with him and why he's still with her. So Brandi says that they have a lack of communication within their marriage. She doesn't trust him. He has cheated on her 8 times. Well, as what she known 8 times, and she just doesn't know how to fix the marriage. Iyanla starts doing one of her things. You know, Iyanla does certain things. Iyanla starts putting band-aids on Brandi. Every time Brandi speaks, she's putting a band-aid on different areas of her body because it shows wounds that she has, and she's covering up the wounds and trying to heal the wounds, but a lot of the wounds are self-inflicted as well. She said they've been together for 17 years. They've been married for 8, so she's known him since, I think, high school. And I didn't even know Brandi was 34. I'm older than her. I thought Brandi was in her 40s. I do not think that age is right. Brandi looks 45 to me. But they met in high school, I assume, and she said that he said that he was seeing somebody and seeing her at the same time back in the day, and Brandi didn't know about the girl and the girl didn't know about Brandi. So this has been a pattern that he's been having for years, but Brandi just overlooks it. She said that she thought that he was going to change. She thought, well, we're young. As he gets older, things will be better. He won't cheat anymore. But if you allow a nigga to cheat on you multiple times, sweetheart, he's not going to stop unless he wants to. So Iyanla said, if he was cheating on you all that time, why did you marry him? And Brandi said that she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and once she was diagnosed, he stepped up. She felt like he could trust her because he was so supportive of her. And I think that could have been what secured it for her. But I think the fact that he was a basketball player, because he is a retired basketball player, I think that kind of was an added bonus. But the fact that he was there for her and supported her while she had cancer, she said that made her realize that he was supportive and she trusted that he would be there for her. Iyanla asked Jason, did he see any strong representations of marriage growing up? And he said that he saw his grandparents, that they were a strong representation that he never saw in his own home because his mom never married his father. He didn't even know his father. So Iyanla decides to sit with Jason just one-on-one, and she asked him, like, what do you see when you look in the mirror knowing that you have hurt your wife so much? And it kind of shocked me that Jason broke down crying. He broke down crying. He said that, you know, he talked about his grandparents, and he talked about the strong connection that he had with his grandparents and the strong connection that they had with each other. And his grandmother passed away, and I think the passing of his grandmother and the fact that the relationship that he has with the grandfather, I think, has affected him so much that he does things like go out and have relationships with other people to kind of heal the wounds that he has. So Iyanla went and asked his fuck number, and I did not expect this, but I don't know why I didn't expect this, because he is a basketball player. And so he said that he has slept with 341 women within the relationship with Brandi. Now, if some man told me, I've had a dude told me one time that he slept with 50, no, not 50, it was 104 women. And that turned me off. So 341 women, child, get your infested penis away from me. And you don't have to be like have an STD, but I'm assuming that an STD has crawled up in you once or twice. And the reason why he does it is to get away. I think get away from his problems, get away from his marriage, get away from the things that are internally damaging him. He uses sex as a vice, but he uses sex with other women as that vice. He doesn't use it with his wife. So Iyanla sits and talks with Brandi, and Brandi is telling her that she thinks that he has a fear of losing her. That's why he does what he does, which doesn't make sense. But while Brandy's talking, Iyanla is wrapping her with gauze, wrapping her with bandages, wrapping her with stuff, because every time she's speaking, she's justifying her wounds. So I think Jason knows by this point that Brandi isn't going anywhere. It's been 17 years. He's cheated on her for multiple times. He's cheated on her multiple times, and she never leaves him. If she leaves him, she just comes right back. So I think it has gotten to the point where this is their pattern. He cheats, she gets mad, she leaves, but then comes back. So Iyanla tells Brandi that she's in denial about their marriage, which she is. So Iyanla tells Brandi a man is who his mother makes him. So she eventually sits down with Brandi's mother and Jason's mother. Brandi revealed that she never knew her father. The man that she thought was her father, she found out at 28 that he was not her father. He was abusive to her mother, so she never liked him anyway, but she always thought that that was her father. That only showed me that Brandi only knows abuse in relationships. Now, and it doesn't have to be physical abuse, but emotional abuse, verbal abuse, those type of things she's accustomed to. So this type of cheating and hurting and all that, that is familiar to her. So that's why she's staying, in my opinion. Alright, so Iyanla sits down and talks with the moms, and she asked Brandi's mom, why do you think Brandi's staying? And she said Brandi is staying because of the vows and because of their son. Now that is an issue that I have. Now I understand these are their marriage, whatever the case, I don't really care. But at the same time, if he is constantly cheating on you, if he's constantly hurting you, if he's bringing other women in your relationship, the vows are gone. The vows are broken. He broke the vows. So you upholding the vows makes no sense. The vows are between two people, not just one. So if he's not paying attention to the vows, if he's going outside of that and he's doing whatever he wants to do, you upholding the vows don't mean shit, because it's between you and him. So you're upholding vows for a broken marriage, which makes no sense. And to say that you're staying because of the son, your kids, and Iyanla did mention this, the kids know these type of things. The kids understand what's going on. Brandi's mom said, no, he's only 5, he don't know what's going on. Jason's mom said, well, he told me that Jason was sleeping in another room, so the child does know what's going on. Parents are oblivious to what their children know. They think their children are stupid. That is the most ignorant misconception when it comes to parents. Parents feel like their kids don't know what's going on. They might not know the intricacy of what is going on, but a child can sense when the parents are having a divide. So Brandi's mama is thinking that the child, because he's 5 or 7 or whatever the age is, he don't know nothing because he's young. But the mom, Jason's mom said, well, he told me his father is sleeping in another room, so he definitely knows what's going on. So Iyanla asked Brandi's mom, what does she feel like Jason needs to do in order to make his relationship with Brandi better? And she said that Jason has a drinking problem. He drinks too much. It has become an issue. Iyanla asked Jason's mom, do you think that Jason has a drinking problem? And she said yes. Now Iyanla had no clue. Jason nor Brandi never brought up the drinking thing. So they are keeping not only secrets from each other, they're keeping it from Iyanla. And Iyanla is supposed to be the person that is trying to help them. The thing that bothered me here is that Jason and his mom don't really have a relationship. Jason can't go to his mom's house. His mom can't come to his house because Brandi said no. I do not care how in a marriage I am, what relationship I'm in. Nobody is going to tell me that I cannot have my mama to my house, or I can't go to my mom's house. Brandi has told Jason he can't go to his mom's house. Brandi's mom tries to justify it, says that, you know, you do see Jason. Jason's mom said, I see him once a year for my birthday, if I have a birthday party. And she starts crying. I don't care how in a relationship that I am with anybody. Nobody's going to tell me that I cannot see my mother. Nobody's going to tell me I cannot see my grandfather. Nobody's going to tell me I cannot go to my mama's house and she can't come over here. I am so sorry, but Brandi is wrong for that shit. And she is using his family against him. She is using it to punish him for what he did to her. I always tell people this, and I always live by this. If you are in a relationship with somebody and they cheat, and you cannot forgive them for that, getting back into a relationship with them doesn't make any sense. If you decide to get back in a relationship, you have to put that shit behind you. Now, it may not be right away, it may not be the next month, but if you get into a relationship not over what the fuck happened, that would always be a source of issues in your relationship. So do not get back with somebody if you are not ready to trust them again. Do not hold that shit over their head. Brandi is holding everything that he's ever done to her over his head and using his family as a source of get back for him. I think a lot of this stuff Brandi has caused on herself, and she does not really want to look within herself to see that she is the reason for a lot of this shit. If he has cheated on you multiple times, sis, you could have left him. But Brandi decides not to leave him, but make his life a living hell. So he's drinking more often. He's fucking more often. He doesn't even want to talk to her because he can't talk to her. It's like a toxic relationship. But she doesn't see it because she's in denial, as Iyanla said. So Iyanla sits back down with Jason and Brandi, and she asks, do you have a drinking problem? Because your moms said that you have a drinking problem. He says that he only drinks like 4 beers a day, which is a lot. I mean, a day, every day. 4 beers every day. That's a lot. So Iyanla says you're numbing yourself from the pain, and it might be pain from your father, it might be pain from not being around your mom, your grandfather. There's pain there. So Iyanla tells Brandi that, do you know how many people he slept with? Brandi's thinking that he slept with 8 people. Iyanla says, what if the number was about 50 or over 50? How would you feel? And Brandi got really pissed off. Now Iyanla said, why are you mad? Why are you mad? She said that she's mad because she didn't know it was that high. Regardless if it was 1 or 50, he's still cheating on you. You thought it was 8. What does 50 matter? You don't trust him anyway. So getting upset and surprised that he slept with over 50 people, that makes no sense. I think Brandi likes to feel like the victim. She likes to play the victim. She likes to feel like the victim. Now, I understand that it's hurtful to be cheated on. I've been cheated on before. But at some point, you are inflicting pain on yourself. If you keep going back to somebody that's cheating on you, knowing how they are, you are not hurting. He's not hurting you. You're hurting yourself because you know the type of person he is. He hasn't changed. He's been doing it for 17 years. So Brandi gets all upset. She walks off. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And goes upstairs. And Iyanla goes and follows her, gives her a hug, something. So she comes back down to Jason. Jason is obviously shaken up because I don't think he thought that was going to come up. So Iyanla gives him a big mammy titty hug, and he's just all on her bosom, just crying on her shoulder. And she's comforting him because Jason is going through a lot with this relationship. And I know that he's been cheating. I know that. But Brandi seems like a very hard fucking person to deal with. So I can see why he feels the way he feels sometimes. So Iyanla sits down with Jason one-on-one, and Jason reveals that he's afraid of his wife. His wife does things to emasculate him. She does things to emasculate him in front of his son. She has kept him away from his grandfather. She has kept him away. He can't go visit his grandfather because she wouldn't go, and he can't take his son. So Iyanla sits back down with Brandi, and Brandi is doing the blame game. She is blaming her husband for all their issues and not really acknowledging the shit that she's done to herself. So Iyanla asked her about him not going to see his grandfather. And why is she keeping him away from his grandfather and his mom? She said that she's not doing that. She is not keeping him away. She just does not trust her son around the grandmother, which is the grandfather's new wife. Because she contradicted herself. She said that she doesn't trust the son around this new grandmother. Then she turned around and said she doesn't trust Jason with the son. So you have a husband who is a father, but you don't trust Jason with his own son. She said because Jason drinks, she doesn't trust him with the son. So why are you with him? Why are you with a man that you don't trust and you think that he will eventually harm your son? So why are you there? Why are you there? Brandi is putting so much blame on this man and not looking at herself. She is punishing him for what he did to her and making excuses as to why she won't allow certain things to happen because he might hurt the son. He's not going to hurt his son, but he's hurt her. She's using the son as a means to punish him. Iyanla brought up that she says that, it's her son. It's not your son. It's y'all's son. Okay, y'all had a baby together. Without him, there would be no him. Without you, there would be no him. So I don't like when parents say, oh, this is my child. No, baby. You did not have that child by yourself. Parents are 50-50 in this. Alright? He has the right to take his son to see his mother, his grandfather, whoever the fuck he wants to do. Alright? You do not have the right to tell him, no, he cannot take your child. No, this is not your child. This is our child. And I, as a parent, have all the right to do what I want to do to have a relationship with my son. I hate women like that. And I feel like if Brandi divorces him, Brandi would be that type of woman that wouldn't want her child to be around him, wouldn't want her child to be over to his house. She just seems like that vindictive person. And I have never liked Brandi since Basketball Wives. And she has really shown on this show that she's a bitch. So Iyanla wants Jason to tell Brandi how he feels. Jason says that, Brandi makes him feel less than a man. That she tells him that he's weak in front of their son, emasculating not only him but his son at the same time. Brandi low-key dismissed what he was saying. She started talking about something else, talking about he has no control when he's drinking. Iyanla said that Brandi just doesn't know how to talk to people. So Iyanla sat there and spoke to Jason as a concerned, loving person, as a wife should. And what Brandi noticed that, I think she acknowledged that she talked to him a sort of way that is less desirable. Jason, after Iyanla talked to him with a caring tone, like, you need help, I want you to be okay, I need you to get help. Jason acknowledged that he does need to get help. If it affects his relationship with his child, he does need to get help. So the thing that I have about Iyanla, I understand it's an hour, but to me, some episodes end weird. They got up, they hugged, it ended. Like, this show needs to be a little longer than an hour because the resolve just isn't there. And I know it's not resolved with Iyanla. It resolves when you do the work, but this episode to me, I don't know if it was just me, y'all let me know, but it ended kind of strange to me. It just abruptly ended. And I get it. At some point, you have to let them go about and do their thing and do their work, but I don't know, it just ended weird to me. I don't know if it was just me. But it showed that they are working on their relationship as far as communication, as far as trust. I think they need to get a divorce. That's just me. But yeah, so that's how it ended. It was a pretty okay episode. I gave it. Let me know how you felt about the episode. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Which part resonated more with you? Let me know down below. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to click the little bell. And do not forget to follow me on social media. Don't forget to follow me on justbeher.com, my website. I sell t-shirts all day, every day. So go ahead and check me out there, and I will talk to you guys in my next review. Bye.